accidentally just dug into an ant colony. Now I feel bad because unfortunately it's like the Titanic and they're abandoning ship. No! Hold on, guys! So it's like after the ant colony fell to the ground, now I'm concerned. Because that's like falling a million miles away from home. Will they ever return, or will they now start a new colony down below? Oh man, this is great. Okay, so ever since my mushroom trip, I have moments where my perception is very askew, and I don't know if it's really how reality is. I find myself feeling other people viewing through my eyes. It's almost as if my eyes are no longer my own, and I don't know if this is just consciousness to begin with. I know the carcass I see is me. It's the one that I've always had. I have tattoos. I know they're there. I remember memories of getting each tattoo. Yet I am constantly seeing through the eyes of somebody else. And I could actually name a group of people. Like, it is literally a group of people coming through my eyes, men and women. And I normally will decline the women because I do not like their energy. Now, somebody will say, once again, we're going to go back here to the transgender thing, which it's not necessarily true. I do think it's a level of consciousness. Plus, most men that I've dated in my whole life enjoy the fact that I'm a masculine woman. There's something about that that actually does it for them. So it doesn't make me a transgender, it makes me a masculine woman for a man who wants to be a little more in touch with his feminine side. It's not a bad thing at all. And I constantly feel like there's all these social pressures that I should be like a Barbie doll. And that's not the case for a girl like me. I have strengthened my left side brain so much that that's not an option. Girls with a strong left side brain normally realize you do not need vanity as much as people put pressure on it. You don't need to be quiet and just observe men. You can actually have a full-blown conversation with a man at a man's level and not offend them at all, and then later turn it down enough to be sexy. It's a beautiful fucking experience when you get to that level of understanding that we are masculine and feminine, and one is not the other and one is not the other. We are both. And that's called unionship. And I hope people get to this level, because until then there will not be peace. All right. So I'm sure everybody has heard of The Secret by now. You know, the way, you perceive your life is the way that your life is. Have you ever realized people like use this against you in a sense? Like, let's see, how do I explain this? All right, so you have your perspective on life. And somebody tells you, well, that's your perspective on life. You're creating it, as if you were complaining about it. So, have you ever wanted to actually like manifest somebody out of your life? Like, here's what you do. So, we take a group of people, say about 8, and we all at the same time visualize the person's face. And then we all will repeat the same thing in a synchronized, not even synchronized, what's the word? What's the word when everybody says something at once? We'll just say all together now. All together now. We will all together say the same statement, which would be insert person's name. We no longer want you here. Now get the fuck out. And we'll all do this together and manifest this person the fuck out of here. That's the power of positivity. Movie symbolism everywhere. Oh my God. Hold on. There is movie symbolism everywhere. Okay. So I thought this looked cool. It looks like the Wicked Witch of the West is being hung from a coat. Dun, 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 dun. Not supposed to. All right, so I was just walking down the boardwalk. I'm headed home. I was working out at the Matrix, and this guy, he just said, "Look at the clouds." So I looked, and then he goes, "Looks like harps at work again." And I said, "Great observation. You might be right. You might be right." All right, so the last couple of weeks, I've been watching this building slowly being taken apart, and it's like they are like hitting the backspace button on the 101. It's like 01010101 erase, 01010101 erase. It's the craziest thing to see with the blue sky background and everything. It just looks like it's